Yo, happy new year everyone. I'm sick. Not COVID, probably. We had my brother over for the holidays, and so he had something but later tested negative for COVID, so hoping it's not COVID, but I'm going to get tested anyway. So, anyway, like I said, Happy New Year. It is 2022 now. And I don't know if you can see the TV, but look who's on TV, mama. It's the devil. Name that movie. Anyway, so with that being said, New Year's resolutions, all that type of nonsense. Thought I'd come on here and give you, or give myself at least, some of mine because it's starting to get to that point for me, I think, where I gotta start making changes. I can no longer want it. I feel like I'm at a point right now where I need it. So, with that being said, I guess I'll get into it. Just overall vagueness, I guess I can say what everybody else says and just say, I want to be a better person. But I also just want to make it more personal to me and what I feel like I need to work on as far as my own mentality goes, and physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, even coming down to things like this on YouTube, where, or whatever platform I put this on. I don't even know if I'm going to put it on anything. But just putting myself out there and I've for too long I've allowed myself to tell myself to just, I have this something telling me, it's just, you have things telling you, you have these voices telling you that certain things aren't meant for you. You're not, yeah, just certain things aren't meant for you. Certain things aren't for you. They're not, they're just not meant to be for you. Certain things are just off limits to you in your own mind. That's not true. And it's about time that I admit that to myself. That what I've been telling myself is a lie. Because, and that's another thing that another whole thing that I'm gonna get into, and that's my main resolution / goal is I gotta stop lying to myself. I gotta put up or shut up. I'm just at this point in my life where I need to make decisions. I need to get more involved with things, with communities that I'm quote unquote a part of, but I'm not really, because I don't allow myself to be. Just like I don't allow myself to put myself out there with things like this, for example. I disqualify myself from the possibility of things happening for me. And I can't. And nobody should. It's terrible to tell yourself that this or that thing is not for you. For example, podcasting or something like just anything you want to do and you see people doing it and you're like, that's for them. That's for people like, that's not for people like me. So, if all that made sense, I hope it did, I need to stop feeding myself false narratives about myself. I need to get more involved in, like I said, these quote-unquote communities that I'm involved in but I'm not, because I'm not social. I'm not allowing myself to be. I'm not allowing myself a voice in the community. I'm not allowing myself any sort of presence in any platform or community that I should be a part of, because I can meet people. I can help people. They can help me. We can exchange information. Just communicate and just socialize, which is the biggest problem I would say I have. Is I just feel like I'm not in the community of humanity. I'm not plugged into humanity the way I feel like I should be. And so I need to change that. And that's up to me to do that. And that's one of the things I've realized going back to the overall narrative of me just lying to me telling myself things that aren't true. And using those false narratives to figure out how other people feel about me, which is also a lie. Because the way people feel about me is directly reflected on how I feel about myself and how I feel they feel about how I feel about myself. I just completely lost all of you. But in other ways, I need to stop projecting my insecurities. I need to do more and think less. I need to live in the world as opposed to in my head. I need to communicate my ideas. I need to communicate my thoughts, because how else are you going to be understood? Or how else are you going to be plugged into humanity if you don't know how to communicate like a human being, you know? So, at the end of the day, I just want to set out a few major points that I just want to hammer down on and focus on. Socially, mentally, emotionally, physically, I need to pay more attention to what goes into my body. I need to pay a lot more attention to what goes through my mind, because another thing I have to realize, it's not really anything you want to realize, but it's something you have to, is not every hill is a hill to die on. You need to pick your battles, or otherwise you're just going to be miserable all the time. You're just going to be pointing fingers at other people and saying, well, I'm like this because of this, and this is this, and if it wasn't for this, and that don't matter. Excuses are the nails that hold up the house of failure. I heard that the other day, and I really liked that quote. It made me think of that. I gotta take more things in stride. I can't put too much pressure on myself anymore. I can't, because ultimately I'm a paralysis by analysis person. I think to the point where I completely self-sabotage, and I think to the point where I don't do, because I'm just thinking of all these things that could potentially go wrong, or potential obstacles. I'm setting myself up for failure, and I can't. Not only does it have to be a conscious decision, it's not even, I'm at a point in my life where I either have to do, or it's do or die, essentially. I feel I'm at a point in my life where I need results, or that's it. There's really no alternative but to prove to myself what I truly believe, which is I can do anything I set my mind to. But for the longest time, that was at war with, but this thing's not for you. This thing that you want to do. This thing that helps you in so many ways. You're disqualified from that. And that's not true. That's never true. You can always do it. I can always do it. Not only can I, but I have to. If I want to live the life that I want to live, because I'm at a point where I I don't I'm not satisfied with this life that this life that I'm resigning myself to. I guess I can't resign myself. I cannot resign myself. I cannot be satisfied. I cannot. All these things that I'm saying I cannot do are things that are contributing to the state I've been in. The telling myself that I can't, telling myself this isn't for me, telling myself I suck at this, or I suck at that, or don't do this, don't do that, this might happen, that might happen. I can't succeed telling myself those things. It has to stop, and it's going to, because it's in the way. These things, these roadblocks and things that I'm just throwing out in my own way from my own mind that I'm consciously thinking, because it hasn't gotten to a point where I've no longer allowed myself to think that way. No matter what's going on around me, I can't let any of that in. I have to keep my mind safe from those things. Especially being the person I am, the paralysis by analysis and a self-sabotager in ways. That's just, it's not helping me. It's doing the opposite. It doesn't make me feel good. I don't like the things I tell myself. And so, with that being said, my main New Year's resolution and just goal for the year and just for life in general moving forward, I gotta live differently, and in order to live differently, I gotta stop telling myself so many lies. I gotta stop lying to myself. So, yeah, I didn't really think of an outro for any of this, but I don't know. I don't even know if I'll post this. Maybe not. Anyway, so yeah, if I do post this, if I do post this, I post it. If I don't, I don't. But, yeah, I mean, I might just post it just to hold myself accountable. I mean, this is something I'm gonna do anyway, just like a video diary type thing. Got a new camera, got a new computer. Pretty dope. I like it. So yeah, I'm gonna 2022 goals. I just gotta set myself up for success as opposed to failure. And I'm excited for it. I need to be more excited about things. I need to be excited for myself. I need to be excited for my future and my success. And this is going to be a big part of it. Is it's going to have to start, because I can't wait anymore. I can't wait anymore, and I can't keep telling myself this isn't for me, because I want to do it, and it scares me to death for people to see me talking on the internet or whatever, and seeing me and people I don't know and such. It's my worst fear, but that's what I'm here for. I gotta do this, and I'm gonna do it. I'll see you guys later.